Oh, welcome, greetings, good day to you all. Grand rising to you all. You're tuned in to the Good Morning from Africa Town, Los Angeles morning radio show brought to you by the United Empires of Akibalon. You're here with myself, Angelina. We have Queen Kathy B in the house. We've got D Mays, our King D Mays in the house. We're waiting on Pablo X to join us. But until he does, Queen Kathy, or excuse me, Queen Tina Berry, straight no chaser with the Queen, is not here with us tonight, but we send our love and she certainly sends hers. So make sure you all subscribe, like, and share before we get into this conversation, because every time we get together we have deep, meaningful conversations, and tonight that conversation is wrapped around what's going on with Black reparations, what's going on with the government, and all that jazz. So you all stay tuned. Again, please subscribe, like, and share, and we're going to dive right into this conversation in just a moment.
Yeah.
Warning. The following program contains strong Black first opinion about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissies.
Grand rising all. You are listening to the one and only B1 or none. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
All right, everyone. So, like we said, we're here in the virtual house bringing you an awesome conversation like we always do, brought to you by the United Empires of Akibalon. Make sure you all go over to the United Empires of Akibalon.com and check us out. We'll put that link in the description in just a second. But we're gonna dive into this conversation. I want D Mays to go ahead and start us off.
If you will, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? We here. Y'all know we got to talk about it. Black reparations sold out by the Black Boule. So I don't know if everybody heard, but the Congressional Black Caucus pretty much did the reparation bill in Sacramento, California. I think it was Saturday, I believe. I think it was Saturday this weekend, over the weekend, and a lot of Black people are pissed. We should not be surprised. We already know what their agenda is. They want to make sure there don't be no interruption in the presidential election with your girl, Kamala, laughing hyena. Anyway, so yeah. But shout out to the one of the Congressional Black Caucus members. What's his name? Bradford. His last name Bradford. He was trying to get it pushed, but the rest of the Congressional Black Caucus didn't want to do it. They said they're claiming that the bill didn't look right and they didn't like how it was going. They want to. So I think Gavin Newsom he offered a proposal of $6 million for another study. And they've been studying the reparation. They had a reparation task force since like almost 3 years out in California, the study of reparation, which I don't understand why we got to do a study when everybody else getting what they want without a study, like the immigrants and other people. So that's where we at. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know. I mean, any Black person still vote blue no matter who. I don't know. What's up, broken traditions? I just don't get it, man. The Congressional Black Caucus need to be dismantled. They don't support us. They don't do nothing for Black Americans. They do more stuff for the LGBTQ community. They do more stuff for illegal immigrants. They passing all kind of bills for these people, and we ask for one simple thing, something that's old. The study is, hold on, Broken Tradition said the study is the carrot in front of the donkey. Exactly. Well, if you want to, you can put we can go on and I can go on and play, or you want to wait the audio of how the reaction from the people up at the state capitol out there in California. You put the fair use disclaimer up there.
Yeah, let's do the disclaimer. Yeah. Under the copyright disclaimer, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Please enjoy the content. All right, y'all get the point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we want to make sure we stay in the clear with all these platforms. So again, please like and share, and we'll try to keep it off the radar, right? Real quick, D-Maze, I wanted to ask a question before you play that, D-Maze. I wanted to ask, I want to make a comment about what you said as far as, everybody else is asking for things or everybody's getting what they want. And I just kind of want us to think about who's asking for what, because what I'm seeing, it seems to me, and I could be wrong, anyone can correct me, but it seems to me that this government is setting up these benefits or whatnot, whether someone is asking for them or not. I was looking at the Asian hate crime bill, and it's actually titled the COVID-19 crime bill or something like that. And in the context, it talks about Asian hate regarding the COVID-19. But I'm really wondering, did the Asians ask for this bill, or is this the government trying to stir up extra nonsense as they do? And I feel like that's what's going on, and it's really just a slap in the face to say, look at what we're going to do. We're going to show you that no, we're not going to do something just for Black people, and we're going to show you just exactly what that looks like. That's how I feel that looks like. I don't feel like all these Asians or whoever's coming and being like, we need reparations because we dominate the Black hair products and we dominate the salons and we need protection. I don't feel like they've said that, considering that most of those crimes against Asians were done by white men. Period, point blank. I think it was just them being ratchet, reckless white men, doing some reckless, ratchet stuff to whomever, and I'll land my plane there.
Yeah, so somebody brought that up. Was it Phil Scott? Somebody brought it up. What's up, Black Love? So what they was saying, I listen to so much different stuff, but this do make sense. When COVID-19 was out, of course, Donald Trump was blaming the Asian community, and he said, Wuhan, whatever, they brought over the virus over to the United States, and they said he was kind of spewing hate. And that's when some people actually did call, did some violent harm to some Asians out there, maybe, in New York somewhere. And they said that's why they passed the bill, because during COVID-19, Trump kind of incited certain people to.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Trump. So they passed this bill because Trump did. So because Trump said where this virus came from, even though it's documented that someone from Wuhan, China, came over to what university were they at? One of these prominent universities, and they deconstructed the flu virus and all that and rebuilt it. Like, so those are facts. So I don't understand. You're gonna have to show me. Go ahead.
Brother tradition that Blacks got the anti-lynching bill, but it didn't do nothing. It's like it didn't protect Black people. That they had, what's the other? They even passed that bill. Instead of
hanging us, then they just shoot us in the streets now.
Yeah, that bill was what's the brother from Texas that got drugged? What's his name?
Ahmad.
No. This was back in the 90s. They drugged this brother to all his meat came off his bone, pretty much. Yeah, I was kind of younger. I remember.
I mean, they're still doing those kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still stories about this happening today, and they still say things like, the person committed suicide. How do you wind up in a neighborhood you've never been in, with shoes 2 sizes too big, with your pants around your waist and your behind your back. You hung yourself.
We know.
You got a lot of feedback in the background. Let me mute my mic.
That
You got
happened in Jasper, Texas. And
Jasper,
I
Texas.
can't
What's up,
call the
Anderson?
name.
What's up, Anderson? All right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't call the name.
yeah. Just like, I mean, we can even say they gave. We'll get to like a reference in a minute. But yeah. So let's go on and play the audio. Everybody mute their mics. Let's play this audio. Let me see if y'all ready for it. Y'all ready for it? Let's see. Y'all ready?
Let's go. Let's go.
Tonight, and lawmakers are deciding the fate of bills that haven't passed yet. We're just minutes away until the California legislative session comes to a close. Both houses have fewer than 200 bills combined left to go through. Some of the bills dealing with reparations. ABC 10's Garsh Balsanga joining us live from the state capitol to explain more on this very busy day. We still see people behind you in the rotunda there, Garsh Ball.
Yeah, Luke, and this place is buzzing with anticipation to try to figure out what is the status of their bill. And we are officially less than an hour away until we find out what the results are going to be of all the bills that they haven't voted on. If it is passed, it is going to go to the governor's Newsom's office to see if he will sign or not. But if it doesn't, it is going to die on the House floor. So we're trying to figure that out. But the biggest buzz in this building were bills that weren't voted on, like funding reparations. The final hours of the California legislative session kicking into overdrive as lawmakers try to get their bills approved. On Sunday, lawmakers passed landmark bills to make amends for racism. The proposal they approved allows for the return of land or compensation to families whose property was unfairly taken by the government, and an informal apology for laws and practices that harmed Black people. But the buzz surrounding the reparation bills package was over what wasn't addressed: correct payments.
We laid the foundation that those bills are critically important to, stand up what reparations would be here in the state of California.
State Senator Stephen Bradford authored SB 1403, aims to establish the California American Freedmen Affairs Agency, while SB 1331 funds reparations. Both were not voted on.
We should have gotten it to the governor's desk. He never signaled he would veto the bill. He just said he had some concerns, as they have with many bills. But that doesn't mean you don't move forward with the bills, because
all I want to say too, that's the Congressional Black Caucus member Bradford. He was the only one from Congressional Black Caucus that was trying to push it. All right, let's continue.
You can fix them.
The California Legislative Black Caucus pulled the bill because it said the proposal needs more work.
The bills that pass are not reparations. An apology is not reparations.
Chris Lodgeson, a reparation activist with Coalition for Just and Equitable California.
The only bills today that even had a chance of being called reparations or could even get us to reparations are the bills that did not pass. It's one thing if we go up for a vote and we lose. Oh, all right. It's one thing if we go up for a vote, we win, and it gets to the governor's desk, and the governor vetoes it.
Supporters of the reparations say they're not giving up despite the setback.
It has to happen if we're going to have meaningful reparations and to the people who deserve it. We're 160 years overdue for this.
Yep, yeah, man, that's what's going on. And like I said, the Bradford, he was the only one who was trying to push it. Growth Talk said let me my glasses on. Can you pull up what Growth Talk said? Okay. Can you read out, Angie? Because I took my glasses on.
It says, we did get a bill, though. We'll see how all this plays out with the Dems playing every note, but just for Black folks, no. Okay, so let me ask this question. Okay, so first of all, this study situation, we have a lot of Black people. We have a lot of people that are relevant in the community, right? That have student loans, okay, that are studying in school. But we have student loans still, but you won't wipe that student loan debt away. But you spend all this money studying something that is well documented. See, these are the things that we need to bring up while we're saying that, they don't need to study. No, you're spending our money. That's what you're doing. And it's another slap in the face. You're inappropriately spending our funds. My next question is what is it that we're wanting? I think that's what's tricky about this. What is it we're wanting? That's what makes it so easy for them to say, oh no, we're just not going to do something just for Black people. Because we keep with this black and brown nonsense. There, we've talked about this before on this platform. There's a lack of identity. Black and white is not an ethnicity. Okay. It's a status. It's not even a race. It's a status. It's status. So what are we asking for? Because now we're arguing about who were slaves and who were indentured servants, who owned who, all these different things. But all the while, we're still struggling right now. So what questions do we need to ask where we make it relevant right now? When people are saying, well, that happened years ago and, we can't change, we can't. Right now, there are injustices. So where do we begin and address these injustices and make them fall in line? And I'll land my plane there.
Brother Tradition said, this is why I made a podcast episode. Great episode, too. This is why I made a podcast episode about being conflicted with reparations. I know we deserve it, but the games that are being played is insulting. Yeah. See, we should even learn back, 2-3 months ago when they in Oklahoma, when they was trying to get reparations for the survivors of Tulsa, Black Wall Street, they denied them. So damn well they denied people who actually were still living from something that heinous. They're not trying to give it to us, man. We're just gonna have to keep fighting it. We had to come with other strategies because this one is not working. First off, we need a super PAC. This is the problem. I'll just keep it real with everybody. We're gonna have to convince those Black baby boomers, them Al Sharptons and Benjamin Crump crowds and Jesse Jackson crowds and Tamika Mallory crowd. We got to convince them to really support it, because you see how the Palestinians, look how they did yesterday. They were marching heavy on Labor Day. Black people are not marching. We don't care about marching, but the Black people are not rallying up, protesting in the streets for reparations en masse. And that's the problem. You don't see that. Like somebody said, Tariq and them should have went like now to DC to do the reparation rally. They're doing it back in damn Juneteenth. That's not really going to do anything because nobody was even down there. So we got to be more organized. We got to get our children, we got to bring it down to our children how important it is, because that can pass generational wealth. I'm not worrying about what you're doing with your money, because like I said, it's a percentage of Black people know how to invest, know how to come together, build communities, stuff like that. Like other communities, Chinatown and all the other towns, we don't even have that. They look at us like, okay, y'all not organized worth a damn. Y'all all over the place. You got FBA, you got ADOS, you got this, you got that. Okay, and because I've been talking to people today on TikTok, and they was like, okay, we hear y'all saying it, but who's going to get it? Lineage-based reparation, that's what it's about. And that's what they were doing in California. So like I said, this is an issue. I mean, and the sad part about it, it was a white Republican who was trying to help push the bill. Y'all know that? And yeah, and the Congressional Black Caucus got in his way. Yeah, a white man. I ain't saying he, care about us like that, but it was a white Republican who was trying to push the bill on Saturday, and they pretty much shut him down too. I land my plane.
Because we're not serious about it. This is the thing. I don't feel like I need to, like, we as conscious people need to convince anyone that is in the forefront claiming that they know any better. Like if here on this platform, as far as the United Empires of the Keep Along, we have discussions. We don't always see eye to eye. We respect each other's opinions and we grow together, and we're open with one, we're open to understand. Okay. So I don't feel like I have to convince anyone here. And vice versa. If it's what it is. If I say one thing, I rock with one thing and somebody here doesn't, then that's cool. Then where are we at right here? What are we doing? And we can move forward. I'm not going to sit there and convince people that don't want something. That's why we've been wasting our time. Or because someone claims to be leaders or looks like they're leaders because they're Black with a microphone doesn't make it so. We allow that. Beyonce Sue, such and such and Sue. Who are these people? It's crazy. So the DNC got people to tune in to the program because they leaked that Beyonce was going to be a performer. There are people on social media pissed off Man, they lied to us because Beyonce wasn't there. They lied to us. I wasted my time. You wasted your time. You sat there all evening and wasted your time to see Beyonce. Did you catch any policies, any promises to anybody? To anybody? No, you didn't. You see what I'm saying? But they got you to tune in though, and they'll tell you the numbers look like this and how many people tuned in. And you know, we have to. For me, if it's not for you, I can show you better than I can tell you. I think that's how we feel here with the United Enterprise of Cuba. You know, we're wasting so much time on people. Why would I try to convince Al Sharpton? Al Sharpton's been doing this since before I was born. You ain't about to tell Al Sharpton nothing. He is not about to lose his livelihood over the UEOA, over FBA, over ADO. He's not about to lose his livelihood over people that are not. He's not going to do it. It's too easy for him to get by and not have to do the work because he sees that ain't nobody else going to do the work. But you get the accolades, though, because we give it to him. That's why we're not getting nothing. I don't give it. I don't care what nobody else is doing because we're not doing it. I don't care about that. Who said that? It's inspiration. Who said that? And they were mad at them. Who was it? It was a celebrity. Kanye. When Kanye was talking, he was talking about how, you know, looking at the Jews or whatever and how they move. And it was like, you know, he was dogging black people. But no, like it is admirable how other people move. They're not all on one accord, but they know what's going to work for their individual livelihood. And collectively, it works for the greater good. I'm going to land my plane. Pablo X is in the house.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, Pablo, they got it. Look, they already on silent, Pablo. You there, Pablo? All right. Well, I was saying, well, I would Pablo come in, but yeah, I'm saying we're going to have to get them because black people mainly, long them baby boomers still living, walking around, waiting for a peaceful death, as somebody else say. You know,
them old ninjas.
Oh, ninjas.
Them old ninjas. Yeah, man.
Old time religion.
I think if anything, the situation that just happened here in California, like I said, but confirms each and every single thing we've been saying for years about our political insolvency, the foolishness of identity politics, the foolishness of single party loyalty. We have basically democrated ourselves to death, literally. And I think this betrayal that just happened here in California, reparations. I mean, are any of us here shocked? I know none of us are shocked. Is anybody here shocked?
Anybody? Yes, if you're shocked in the chat. 2 if you're not shocked.
I am not shocked.
Broken Distance says, I disagree, D-Mays. They're already bought and paid for. They're just happy with the scraps. They are happy with the scraps.
You know, and there's some merit to that too.
If it's a big piece of meat, though, if you're throwing away big pieces of meat, not just little leftovers, like scraps off the table look real good if they look like if you serve them up on the right plate. You know,
there's some merit to that because remember we did the math a couple of episodes ago, and here's the thing: why the reason why I say there's two diametrically opposed Black Americas. Our Black America has a different mindset than that 30% represented by the Black Boule, the Black Democrats, the Black wealth holders. Their mindset is totally different from ours. When we say reparations, we literally mean cut the check for chattel slavery and our 400 years plus of victimization, abuse, and whatnot. When they say reparations, oh, massa, just let me just be on the screen with you. Just let me live on the same street as you. Oh, just let me be the first to do this. Or let me be the first Black president or the first pretend to be half Black president. Let me be the first to do such and such and such. Let me be a star in Hollywood. Let me hold the rainbow sign for you. That's what they mean by reparations, is massa giving them that spotlight, that white access, and that white approval to be a part of their society. So these two competing mindsets at a certain point had to separate. And I think now it is our backs are to the wall. We want to survive, we best separate, or they are going to drag us down on the chocolate Titanic along with them, because we've already struck the iceberg, and ain't no doubt about it.
Facts, bro. Tradition said that was expected for the study to fail. It happens all over the country. These reparation studies are a effing joke. Facts.
I mean, does anybody here see yourself still trying to drag along a black Democrat kicking and screaming until the revolution? I mean, do you see any point in trying to do that at this point? I mean, when you get into a conversation and the first thing you come up with, you come with some critical thinking, you come with some political sense. Oh, you must be a Trump supporter. There's a Negro, please. There's no need to talk any further, because
I hate when you say that.
that's like going into the Walking Dead series and picking a conversation with a zombie at that point. Now, that's about how useful it is.
Yeah. I don't think black people want, they want a Obama 2.0, and that's Kamala Harris, whatever her name is. That's all they want. They listen, even your boy Steve Harvey even said, he said that we don't need to be asking for net. Y'all need to shut the hell up. And that's what the gatekeepers do.
And you can hear the irritation in Harvey's voice. Man, y'all keep acting like this and talking like this. And y'all making massive put pressure on me and making me have to do things I don't want to do. I don't want to come out here and have to say this. That's what he meant. Yeah, y'all gonna have them doobie doobie doos do me like they did Nick Cannon if I slip and say the wrong thing. So it's hard being in this position, brother.
Oh, facts. Andy Taylor said Trump isn't the only person who wants to save this country. Oh man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something I found out about him. It's like I said, politics. I'm gonna tell y'all know he donated him and his daughter donated to Kamala Harris. He endorsed her back when she was running back for district attorney down in California. So look it up. It's well documented. Yeah, man, these people all in cahoots with each other. I mean, that was back in 2010 or 11, but that is facts. Look it up. I land my plane.
Well, go ahead.
Now I don't denigrate people who get the education and things like that, but like I said again, even with the HBCU situation, or if you don't go to an HBCU, you go to a regular white man's college, there's two different mindsets. There's a different mindset when you were going there to be a black person educated to be a white person in black skin and carry out the task and orders of white supremacy, versus a black person going there to say, hey, we're going to get this education to go in here and use it to plant our flag in this white system, leverage it to build our own. There's two different mindsets there. So when you got Steve Harvey just basically said it. He said, I think, what's the sorority, the AKAs or whatever? Chocolate Greeks, a bunch of Negroes who pledged themselves to be as white as possible in a fraternity. He said, we run black radio. They're telling you right there, that's a white identity group. And that white identity group does not give two you-know-whats about us that are not included in that 30%. We're not the Boule, we're not the wealthy, we're not all these Negroes that they have to keep at a certain suck-up level if they want to be a part of the white society.
And see, it's like, that is the group that I want to reach. So when you say that there's two types and you speak about the ones that are striving to quote unquote whiteness versus the ones that are striving to, bring our people to the forefront, I think there are a lot more people in that in between where we're just trying to make it. And how does that look? We don't know how that looks, and so we're just trying to go along and get along. And because there's no substance and a lack of foundation and truth, and empowerment, it just kind of at the end of the day kind of ends up looking like that, where we're striving for whiteness when we're really just striving for greatness. And for me, that's the hiccup, because we all identify whiteness as white, right, whiteness as right, and what does that look like? Like nobody else can be. And in the society, it's only white or black here in America, when we all know that's not true. But that's the distinction. It's either white or black. So if we're not striving for greatness, then we're trashy black people. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could see ourselves where we're striving for greatness by any means necessary, even if that means for self. If I'm just striving to be great for me and my family, what does that look like for the people that my family touch, that your family touches? Are you
part of that
has some morals and ethics? Go ahead.
Part of that equation is I can almost guarantee the the young black adults and even the upper age black adults who have gone to school, got their education and all that, they're just as frustrated with a Harvey as we, a Steve Harvey and a Smiley just as we are, because what do? Those Boule Negroes kick the ladder so nobody else can compete with them in that position that they have. So they shut a lot of them off as well. And it puts them in a precarious position as well, as just as it does those who are not in the 30%. Because it's like, I know a bunch of people who are black doctors, black lawyers and whatnot, and they cannot stand what people like Steve Harvey are doing and how they kick the ladder down to make sure that nobody, they feel threatened like you want to get in the house and take their spot from Massa, and then they do it to them too, the same way they do it to the rest of us.
Oh, I agree. And that's the hiccup, because we know that, but then we'll sit and we'll still watch Family Feud. We'll sit and watch, Real House. We'll sit and entertain all this nonsense, and it's okay. It's very astonishing to me how easily distracted we are by little shiny things. I want to show you all something. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I did play the fair use thing. So I want to show you all a clip. I didn't watch the DNC, but I did watch clips on social media and commentary from the DNC. I want to show you all something that Oprah Winfrey said, which just blew my darn mind. Not really, because she is what she does. But everybody was so moved by this. Watch this, you all.
Let me tell you this. This election isn't about us and them. It's about you and me and what we want our futures to look like. There are choices to be made when we cast our ballot. Now, there's a certain candidate that says if we just go to the polls this one time, that we'll never have to do it again. Well, you know what? You're looking at a registered independent.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there, because all I want you all to hear was when she said, this election is not about them and us, it's about you and me. She is not part of you and me. But this is who we are hooping and hollering. This is who they have trying to pump you up. Like you and me. This woman has not been like you and me since when? Okay, but this is who we look to. And if she says vote, that's how we vote. If Obama says this is how we vote, this is how we vote. Beyonce, what is happening here? Where are the common sense people?
I want to say this real quick. Nobody ain't heard from Dan, Oprah, and Eon. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden she pop up because she Chicago pretty much made her. And she's a feminist, so she's trying to reach out to the feminist crowd. I'll land my plane.
Is she a feminist?
Hell yeah. She pushed it, yeah. Her along with like so many of them. See, Oprah, she talked outside of her neck. She act like she's all for people, and then she do those stuff that Yeah, is she a
feminist or is she a man hater? There's a difference.
I still think she's a feminist because most of your feminists are in the Democratic Party. Most women that's associated with the Democratic Party are feminists, let's be honest. And she got a big platform, so she most definitely, when she says something, all the women gonna listen to her. So yeah, she's a feminist. She support a lot of feminist ways. So yeah, Pablo drop back out. Okay. Yep. So that's my opinion. Yeah. Let me see. So we need to go. It's about that time, Angie.
All right, so we do want to hear what you all think. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna do a little intermission. You all please like and share. Just gonna play maybe a commercial or two. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If anyone wants to come up and give their feedback, we usually go for about an hour. So we do want to hear your feedback, positive feedback. Even if you disagree, just be respectful. Okay, that's all we ask for. I will put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and give their 2 cents. I'm trying to keep up and put everybody's comments in the chat. So we'll go back through and put some comments in the chat and try to address them. But feel free to come up and chat with us for a few minutes, right? We always love to hear broken traditions. I know we've had him up before. Always love the knowledge and the wisdom. And I want to say shout out to our Black men, our Black kings that had the knowledge that are doing the work on the ground. We always salute our Black women, our Black queens, but I do want to acknowledge the Black men that are steadfast doing the work, especially with the United Empires of Akivalon. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna put that link in the chat if anybody wants to come up. Just be respectful, please. Wow. Okay, well, we'll keep having the conversation. I know Seth we're having trouble on Facebook too.
Black Love said boyfriend here as well. I guess Harris heard us and put the
okay, well, we'll keep having the conversation.
I hear it now.
All right, here we go. All right, we straight now. I tell you, bastards. Yeah, that's why we had these our own platforms, y'all, because this is what they do. They mess with the screen. You know what? It been doing a lot of people appreciate it. I see it. They do that too. They do it on Michi. I see a lot of people they'll cut them, they'll mute them for like a minute. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of people who the new Black media, anybody in new Black media, they will mute them. And nothing we really can do about it because this is their platform. We just on here with our content, but at the end of the day, it's their thing. That's why I don't really get mad because it's like, you know, this what they do. You know, if we was on here talking about some BS, if we talking about some BS, talking about sisters shaking their ass and all that stuff, we'll be, but yeah.
Well, and you know what? To bring it back around to the conversation with reparations, this is exactly how we start. When you say, well, this is their platform, it is absolutely. But we have plenty of platforms. We have plenty of resources and knowledgeable people that we can do our own websites, our own radio show or stations, and all that stuff. So when we're talking about reparations, when we're talking about a lack of unity and not getting what we want, shout out to Black Love. Who introduced me at least to melanatedpeople.net. Now you got to go to melanatedpeople.net and not .com because it's two totally different things. But that's Black owned. What's the other one? Is it Fanbase? That's Black owned. D-Maze. You there? Is anybody there?
Fanbase.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. And I know people have said, had different opinions about fan base, but we have to remember that we're all trying to start out somewhere. So the support is really needed. Sometimes we do have to go out of our way. We have to go the distance. We have to make, pour in extra energy. But is it not worth it? If we can't do it for ourselves, then why are we expecting other people to do it for us? And for me, it's very difficult to find consistency in people because we always want to be entertained and engaged or whatnot. It's hard to find people to go the long distance, and have that longevity because we always want something right now. And so, FBA, ADOS, people are not in it to win it. With Black Lives Matter, with them crooked ass chicks doing what they did, it still could have been prominent had people been in place to make it so, and not just throw their hands up and like these chicks then scammed. You know, we have to stay engaged and hold one another accountable.
Broken Tradition said, have you heard of Live Waves? That's a Black-owned social media platform. We'll check it out. We will definitely check it out.
Yeah. Okay, so can you can you put the thing? I don't know if they can see when I put the link in the chat. I know Broken Traditions always comes up. I didn't know if he wanted to come up. I don't know if everybody can get the link that I put in there.
Even though I don't agree with Isaiah the Third political approach, I still constantly post on fan base. Exactly. Yeah, I got my thing with him. He's a Democratic shield, but still, you know, it's a black platform, and I still been posting stuff. So yeah, they got it now. You can even text like you do on Clubhouse. You can text in the chat and all that now. So we want to move over to the part with Tyrese, what he said.
Go ahead, do it.
So we're gonna play this, y'all. Let me see along. We already did the fair. You want to do fair use one time, correct? You don't have to do it every time you play.
Yeah.
Fair use YouTube, fair use. Even though y'all mess with the live, I don't see a link to join. Brother sure did say he don't see a link to join.
That sounds. Can I put it? I put it in there, but I don't think that because he's linked up to yours. Like whatever platforms I'm linked up to, can they still see it?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. So yeah, that's probably the problem right there. Yeah. So I guess we can go on again.
Can you copy the link from your I'm gonna send it to your phone. Are you on your phone or your computer?
I'm on the computer, but you send it to the phone, and I just send it.
Okay, no. Go to your email and put it in the link. Copy it and put it in the conversation.
Okay, let me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What? Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Just copy it and put it in the comments. I just put it in there again for anybody that's. Yeah.
Let me see.
I got emails working.
Yeah,
so yeah, what do you all think? Why he's doing that? Because I really want to hear what Broken Traditions has to say. Well, what do you all think about when it comes to reparations? Like, what kind of things are we wanting? Have we thought about that? What do we want if we're asking for reparations? Are we asking for somebody to just cut us a check? Are we asking? What are we asking for? You know, I think that's something that we need to look at as well. And I think that's where it gets tricky, where you say, well, I can't just do something for all Black people. And I'm not agreeing with that. I'm just saying, you know, if we're asking for, you know, our student loans to be wiped out, you know, what does that look like? You know, or if are we going to school for free? Can only Black people go to school for free? Do we have to go to certain places? Do we have to go to HBCUs where other white people, you know?
Exactly. I just posted a link. Yeah. So while we doing that, I posted a link for this. So I'm going to play what Tyrese said.
Okay.
All right. Here we go, y'all. Ready? All right, mute your mics.
Hey man, hey boy, you got some beautiful, you got some good baby pictures on there, man. Black ass, you can't see nothing, okay? So this that's what it is, man. You know, I love being in this skin, and I love my life, and I don't lose sleep over nobody else's gift. And then I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I wish everybody well, man. I like listen. Here's a twist on jealousy in Black culture, and this. Ooh, this gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna say it. Would you agree or disagree that physically on Earth there's more Black people than the overall Jewish community? Yes or no? Talking about if you were born and raised Jewish, are there more physical people a part of the Jewish community than the overall Black community in numbers? Yeah. Yes or no?
I would probably say there's probably more Black when you look at The continent of Africa.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yes. See, they got their shit together. Community, working with each other, doing dinners every Friday, putting the phone down and discussing the chess moves in the play. See, us as black people, we're fragmented. You can't do nothing fragmented. Can't do nothing jealous and envious. Now, this is not going to go viral because I got a Jewish daughter. So relax. Latinos, the Latin community, they don't move as a fragmented race and culture. That's why they own everything. That's why they buying up all of the businesses. The Asian community, they don't move as a fragmented culture. That's why they buying up everything. Now, white people got that same blueprint. And yet, this is what's scary, boys and girls. We are the most powerful, influential race, period. Not by net worth, not by politics, culture. You know how many things has been done to us to beat the shit out of this smile, and I'm still smiling. The resilience of black culture after every attempt to kill and literally get rid of us, wipe us off the face of the fucking earth, and we still smiling, still in the videos dancing, still influencing what they're wearing, what they're doing, what the direction that they're deciding to move in. We're not watching them the way they watching us.
Do y'all agree? What he was saying is long, but that's the main part. Do y'all agree what he said?
I'm gonna say this. What he said is valid. But here's the thing. That's my problem. There is so much distortion and lack of knowledge and wisdom and truth to self-identity and our identity as a people that it makes no sense. So if I tell you that I'm half Jewish and half Muslim, where would you think I came from? Where would you assume I came? Where do my parents come? If I'm half Jewish and half Muslim.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because it's not an ethnicity, it is a religion. That's like saying I'm half Catholic and I'm half Christian. All because you come from Palestine don't make you Muslim. It makes you Palestinian. If you come from Israel, you're an Israelite or Israeli.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what my point to that is that we're seeing all these other structure groups that are working out, and we're naming off groups that are dominating, but it's a lie. So they're more Jewish. I don't understand. It's a religion. So we're comparing ourselves to things that are not valid. It's not like apples and oranges. It's like apples and damn broccoli. It's not even the same thing.
Well, the point I think he was making is this. I mean, let's be real. Black people, us, we are organized. But as a whole, I said this last night. Black people practice individualism. That's just the way it is. We're not a monolith, but still, you got other groups that are not monolith either. But when it's time to come together as a whole, they do that. Look, it's a Chinatown pretty much in every major city, state. Where's your black town? You don't have those. You know what I'm saying? The Jewish community, the Italians, the Hispanics, the Indians, the Arabs, they got communities and stuff. People respect every group except black people because we don't have nothing to deal with. We can't sit at the table with the big boys because we don't have the capital. Individually, yes. I'm not shooting out people. I'm just keeping it real. We should have made a pact after slavery, just like they did with the small hats Holocaust. They made a pact after they got out of the Holocaust, and look where they at now. We everybody want to be the chief. Nobody, everybody don't want to. You gotta work as a team. He gets to that point.
They're at where they're at because of us. So the Holocaust happened. So the Holocaust happened, and we had our own black schools. But because they were trying to integrate us, we allowed the Jews to come over here and do that. We gave them that allowance.
Reparations. Yeah, America gave them reparations.
No, I'm saying like when they came over after the Holocaust, like when they Operation Paperclip. Does anybody know about Operation Paperclip?
Heard about it. Still break it down. I heard about it. But
so if the Nazis were so bad, right, and we owe all this money, we're paying reparations to Israel. Why? Because with Operation Paperclip, that's when the United States brought all those German scientists over. Your Einsteins and your Nikola Teslas, all of them were German people that came over here. The Nazis, they brought them over here. So I'm confused why we're paying reparations when we have these people in our communities now. They brought them over here so that nobody else would take them and take advantage of them and have them doing something over there in other countries. They do it over here instead. So I'm very confused where our loyalty lies. We don't have any self-identity. It's kind of like for Black people, it's like we're like in a foster care system. And like we're just being picked up by foster parents. Like we're just all in this room together as foster kids and nobody cares. That's how we're being treated. Like we have no hope. And we allow that. When we're the greatest of the great.
Odin Settle said they were trying to get them before the Russians got them. And he said, we are not on code, but some of us are getting there. The NOI do a great job of being on code. Yeah, they be on code, man. This is the problem I have with my people. We've been talking about the same thing over almost 70 years. Why are we still stuck in this? Why are we still talking about this? I'm tired of talking about it. Like it's you vote in your best interest, you click up with the people that's on the same level. Okay, broken tradition, and then you build a team.
Hey y'all.
Right? You got what's up, brother?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I'm just coming in. So continue on.
I'm glad you're here. No, that sounds like I think we have to know what we stand for. Like I've talked to a lot of older Black people, and I never, as a nurse, I don't get into just divisive conversations. I can always have a conversation about anything and be respectful. But a lot of Black people, they're shouting around, "Oh, thank God, we're gonna have a first Black woman president." I'm just like, I don't say anything. And then, well, what do you think? Are you excited? Whatever. Well, you better be excited. She's the first Black. Why? What are the politics when I break down things? Well, did you know this? Know that? Well, I didn't know that. You didn't know Kamala was locking up people that look like you. You didn't know that. So I think that's why we have to be gentle and explain things to people and not assume that they know what the left and the right is. I'm in school right now. Like when you say left or right, I'm like, right is for our Republican, left. Like I had to think about that. She's like, what's the left and what's right? I don't know. So communists, she's a commie. If you don't know what that is, socialism, if you don't know what that is, you're talking to people in their emotions, and it's going above their head. And now we're leaving them to vote and determine the greater good out of ignorance. So it is a duty for us to explain things and be compassionate. If it's not for you, it's not for you. The orange man, well, what ethnicity is that? We got Black. Like, what's the orange? Like you being funny. What's the policy? What do you want? So I don't know. Broken Editions, what's going on? What you got, King?
Yeah, I'm just coming in. I guess you guys can hear me. I'm not sure if this is working or not.
Yes.
I had to throw my laptop on real quick. I tried to use my phone, but it wasn't working on my phone for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, with the reparations, I really think it's starting to be a joke amongst the politicians. I think the Republicans are not pushing for it, so they don't have to worry about running on it. I think the Democrats is constantly doing studies. I know there's another one that happened in New York. You guys said what happened in California. It got vetoed. Another one happened in Illinois. I don't know if you guys heard about this one. The reparation studies in Illinois, it went through. They start paying out, but then it was a loophole that had, I guess it was like a DEI initiative, like how this is not right. So they had to now stop that reparations payment because of the DEI initiative. So a Republican group or conservative group realized, like, hey, you can't pay out only black people. This is unconstitutional. So it's like, why would you have a study for this long, come out with reparations, then have a loophole within there, and this conservative group could find that loophole within a few weeks, and for them to stop the reparations payment. Like I said, I just feel like it's a joke at this point.
I agree. I heard about that.
It's Dave Chappelle funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, you know, like how it's funny, but it's not. Like, it's jaw dropping. Like, did he just say that shit?
They just want to get your girl in there. That's all they want. That's all black people worrying about. Like I said, Steve Harvey and the rest of them Shields was saying we don't need to be asking for nothing.
Like,
and that's how a lot of black people think. Not just them. A lot of every black people think.
Yeah. Think about Steve Harvey. Kamala Harris had less than 100 days to run for the presidency after Joe Biden dropped out. And you got Steve Harvey there throwing you softball questions. Why wouldn't you not want to get policies out there? You have less than 100 days to prove to people who are on the fence of voting either for Trump or Harris to prove yourself, and you want softball questions? It's like, you're not trying. I don't think she's trying to win, to be honest. I don't think she's trying to win.
Yeah, I even heard that she probably won't win. They're trying to get it set up for 2028 for your boy Gavin Newsom to get in there. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing in the rooms.
Check this out. What do you all think about this? I want to hear you guys' opinion, because I heard someone else talking about this. I can't remember who. I think I was listening to Too Strong on YouTube. So what if it's going to be set up hypothetically where they pull her out because of her ignorance, just shameful ignorance, and then replace her with Michelle Obama?
It's still too late.
Michelle ain't
Is it for the ignorant? Is it for the ignorant ones?
Yeah, Michelle is not.
Because if you think about Kamala Harris, she ran for president, so you had to have had some policies in mind when you were running for president. Mm-hmm. You have nothing.
It's the $1 million question I've been asking people. Nobody never talk about that. Somebody said, Odette said no chance. Why? Okay, all these black people love Kamala Harris, or Kamala, whatever the hell name it. Everybody like Kamala Harris, the laughing hyena. Everybody love her all of a sudden now. She putting all this money behind her, and I'm seeing all these signs in people's yards and all this crazy stuff. Now, the question I got for all black people, they love her so much. Why in the hell y'all didn't give the support to her back in 2020? I land my plane.
A better question, why she didn't get the support during the presidency of Joe Biden while she's the vice president? Fact. Kamala Harris was literally the worst vice president in history as far as like the voting, like people who did polls on who's the worst vice president. She got the most astounding numbers. So how you become the worst vice president, then become the presidential candidate and now leading? That doesn't add up. Something's not adding up.
Exactly. Because I know they said when they booted Biden out, they nobody else could get the war chest. That means the money he had except her. So they didn't want to start over. They didn't have the time to do it because they really don't like Kamala Harris. They really don't like her. They don't. Everybody know that. Hell, matter of fact, the Biden camp and Obama camp is a known fact. They don't even like each other. I mean, it's so much infighting going on. People don't even realize that they love each other, but they don't.
No.
And that's how ignorant people are. People are so ignorant that like they don't even like her, but like you'll sit there and say, like, if they didn't let her in, that it wasn't fair. Like she's not qualified. You know, like why? I don't understand. I don't understand. And I think, you know, it's always, you know, where you're a Trump or you're a Trump supporter. No, it's not the lesser of two evils. You got to make it make sense. And I think everybody needs to remember that Donald Trump never had ambitions to be a politician, you know, but he did say years ago on Oprah, when she brought it up years ago, he was like, the only reason I would run is if somebody was running this country so horribly that I just couldn't take it no more. He's always called out the indecencies. And so when we look at, you know, some of the things that he turned around and didn't do, he was going to lock up Hillary, right? Then he came back and said, well, no, if I locked her up, then, you know, it'd have been a disaster for the country. He didn't realize that you don't get to do whatever you want to do. You got to play by the rules still. And that wasn't easy for him. You know, same with Obama, but Obama he had no ambition of trying to do anything. You know, I don't even think he had the goal with the LGBT thing. I just figured like he was in there. He was like, well, shit, let me swipe my pen for the gays, you know, like you just cause, you know, it kind of was doing something for black people, right? Because the black gay, like that's how we wanted to put it if you want to, you know. So, you know.
I would say
so
this.
when,
I want to ask you guys
says,
I want to ask you guys a question.
You
Go
got
ahead.
You got to go on. Yeah.
All right. So, do you think that they're trying to throw the presidential race with Kamala Harris with no policies, picking a vice president so extreme left? Do you think they're trying to throw the election? Because think about it. If Trump wins, there is not another Trump running behind him. There's never going to be another Trump. There's never going to be a man of that wealth that wants to run this country as not a politician. So he could have 4 more years and he can't run no more. So whatever he's going to do by 8 years after that is going to get all erased. So isn't it easier for let him run one more time, give him that win, let Kamala fall on the sword? She was already a lame duck vice president anyway. Let her fall on the sword, and she could write her books and have a nice career. And Trump will be the president, and there will never be another Trump ever again. You just wash your hands of this whole situation. I think that's what's going on right now.
No, I think if the Democrats lose, it's going to be over for them because they lost because of Kamala's ratchetness and Joe Biden's ignorant. You know, that's why. So I don't think we're going to want to go back to their nonsense. If we can get out of this one, I don't think we're going to want to go back to a Democratic president for a while.
But now, because the Republicans are not really with Trump. They're with Trump because Trump is leading the party. But now the Republicans that's in Congress, the Democrats in Congress, they could work together to make Trump look bad for 4 years. So if you look bad for 4 years, you want to go so far away from Trump, like how now we want to go so far away from Biden. All it takes is 4 years to ruin this man's reputation, have him be a president. He could be a lame duck president. He can't turn things around. He can't make promises because he can't do everything. Everything got to go through checks and balances. And those Republicans and those Democrats are working together to make him look bad because there will never be another Donald Trump again. They're trying to arrest this man. They're trying to kill this man. They try to do all these different things to this man for him not to run. And he's still running. So why not just give it to him for 4 years? Let him look bad for 4 years. The public perception going to be he's not a good president. He couldn't do what he said he's going to do. And they're going to go back to the Democrats. I think that's the easier, safer play because there'll never be another Donald Trump again in our lifetime, I think.
I can agree. No, there won't be another one.
No. The recipe is too good to make another Donald. You can't make another Donald Trump. Nobody of that wealth is going to put themselves in that position to be a president because it's not worth it. You're losing money. Why would you want to lose money to save the country?
Well, what do you think about JD? Well, what do you think about JD Vance, though?
I have no idea nothing about JD Vance. It's just like somebody.
I've listened to some of his stuff, and I think that him coming behind Trump can keep the Republicans.
Let me tell you Trump's secret weapon, though. I mean, you know, RFK joined his team, but Tulsi Gabbard is coaching him for the debate September the 10th. She ate Kamala Harris' ass alive. She the one really pretty much destroyed Kamala Harris in 2020 because you know she's ex-military, she's a colonel, and I like some of her policies. She was actually before reparations, Tulsi Gabbard. You know what I'm saying? So she left the Democratic Party. You had a couple other people have left. Some black Democrats have left the Democratic Party because they're not. The Democrats don't live by what they used to live by. They warmongers. They trying to push the whole LGBTQ transgender thing. So they they don't really about Christian values anymore. So yeah, a lot of them leaving. But yeah, Tulsi Gabbard, she ate her ass alive. Yeah, so I think she's gonna be. I think if he can
keep his mouth shut, he'll be fine.
That's Trump's problem.
He does have policy.
That's the big part.
He don't know how to he need to follow the script, man, because he could really just easily take it if he wanted to, but he's a narcissist. So it is who he is. He's
because he can be. At least he's consistent and real, though. I think here's the thing. I think with Donald Trump, I think his policies, the biggest thing with that is going to be the fact that those policies, he might not be able to get all of them across. But if you think about like with the NATO thing, he checked NATO, like he tried to end NATO because if you all don't know what NATO is, we're all together as all the countries are together, as one force. He ended that because why? Because we were paying all this money. We're the ones that come and get in the middle of people's wars and dish out weapons and stuff and dish out our people as collateral damage. So yeah, he was doing things as far as economic wise, you know what I'm saying, for the greater good. So I don't think he's gonna get us reparations, but at least my damn checking account is gonna look like it makes some damn sense for at least 4 years. You know, I think that's what we should all want. You know, and it's yeah, we should all want that. His thing is dismantling the corruption. So by any means necessary, he's gonna hit their pockets. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna hit their pockets.
He's going to try.
So
he's going to try because he can't do everything. It had to be checks and balances. Those people in Congress who've been there for 40, 50 years, who's making all this money, you think they're going to, both sides, you think Republicans are going to sign off on things that Donald Trump is going to do to hurt their pockets? No.
Because you got BlackRock, Vanguard, all them people got vested interest. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I think they're going to just let him slide into the White House and just like, all right, nothing he's going to do is going to get pushed through because of Congress. It's going to be on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, this is. I think this is going to be it. Once this election over, it's going to be they're going to hit. Everybody going to hit the reset button. 2028 going to be different. Yeah, it's not.
And now 2028 going to be different. It's going to give the Democrats more time to retool and regain their momentum going into 2028, as opposed to running off what Donald Trump is doing throughout the 4 years. I think it's a good play if they would do that.
Yeah, because the Republicans, they need to get some younger blood in there. They got to look out for somebody because Trump is old. That's it, man. When his term is up, if he do 4 8 years, that's it. They're not even thinking about the future. I don't think I told it. Well, yeah, because I mean, they're saying his son. They get his son ready, so that's the word on the streets. He's a pretty good speaker, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, what do you all think? Like, how do you all think we can move forward, regardless of who gets in, to make sure we're safeguarded? Like, realistic, if we're talking to people that have some sense, that are open-minded, how do we appeal to these people? Well,
the Green Party, they have good ideas, but they don't have no money backing them. They don't have a big war chest. That's the problem. We need it. This two-party system thing is not working. I like my thing. I always say on TikTok, we just need to dismantle the whole thing and start over because everybody's so used to the same thing. He's like, come on, man. I'm all about new stuff, evolving into something else because the younger people, they ain't really feeling voting and stuff. So it's like, it's a political thing.
But a lot of them are Democrats. A lot of them young black people they are Democrats.
Yeah, but it's a lot of black people love the Democratic Party. Now, this year, a lot of black people love the Democratic Party.
I'm talking the younger generation now. The younger
generation. They even like, so a lot of them going to the Republican side. Remember, black people used to be Republican. If you read the book, The Origin of the Black Elite, I advise everybody to read that book. The same thing happened in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Black people were loyal to the Republican Party. You had the Boule type. Well, there was the Boule. They was on the Republican side. Then they see the Republicans didn't do nothing for them, so they left, went to the Democratic side, and the same thing happening over there. So it's just like a keep back and forth. Instead of black folks just leaving the whole thing, being independent, voting their best interests, and call it a day. But they just think because being a Democrat in the black community is like a tradition. It's almost like a religion. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is religion.
You got to vote blue no matter who. Damn, it's a new day. I'll let my plane.
I think that's where the church and state came into play because of black church. We always have you ever find it interesting? For me, when I was in church, and around this time, it's like, we got to pray for our leaders. I thought we would stump on the enemy. We don't want to act like our leaders are the enemy. That's the problem. Why are you praying for people that are trying to plan your demise? That is the issue. We just got to pray and believe. Just pray and believe. Believe this. Believe what you see. Believe the 2 eyes that God gave you. Like, this shit don't look, it don't look right. It's not right in your spirit. So for me, I think with the black community, we have to start appealing to the black churches and not downing them because most of us have been there. But we have to keep it real. Like, what do you want? It's kind of like having 2 parents that are always arguing. Like, the 2 parents don't give a shit about you. So the Democrat, Republican, your 2 parents, they're at the same table. There's no sides here. Like, we're all supposed to be on the same side. We don't even understand that there should be no 2 parties. They're not for us. We don't understand that. You say you didn't know who JD Vance was. Nobody does. I didn't know about Tim Walz. They're elected officials. So
see, Tim Walz, he fit the agenda though, because he's the governor of Minnesota, right? He was the one that pushed for putting tampons in boys' restroom, and that fits the the whole LGBTQ movement with the Democrat support. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why they brought him in, because they're gonna give them what they want. That's just bottom line. They this is what the Democrats were worrying about. They don't give they don't give a damn about black people. The only thing they worrying about is the LGBTQ rights, what's going on in Israel, and the what's that? Dang, I just said it. Oh yeah, abortion rights. Because remember, they had a abortion truck. They had an abortion truck out there at the damn DNC convention. Yeah,
Nobody said nothing about that though.
exactly. That's crazy,
They had a whole
man.
IUD
Black women
balloon,
going up
a
in there
blow-up
too. I
balloon.
heard. Yeah, they were doing what they do. We call it to the guys with the V. We saw the V. They go in there.
The
and
vasectomies.
Yeah, they were doing that too. Yeah, and them crazy black fools going up in there. I mean, sad, man. You're not black if you don't vote for me. I let my plane. God damn it.
That's what I'm saying. We have to stop listening to the clickbait and the, like if people watch this, most people on here watch YouTube, you can go and look at the rhetoric that they're pushing. JD Vance is weird. He's weird. He's saying the same thing. Kamala, joy. Like, I don't understand. It's the same rhetoric. They're saying the same things and they're programming us. Like, aren't you all tired of being programmed and being played for fools? Like, they think that it's funny. Yeah. That is the most entertaining thing to them, is to watch us like puppets on a string.
It's
not even about the money.
Is not cut you out, Andy. I'm hearing is Cornel West still on the ticket, or he getting off? I heard that he still can hurt Kamala chances if he stay on the ticket, because he's not on. He's not on the ticket.
I think he's on a ticket on certain states, not every state.
Like 15 states, I think he in.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't even know if he on.
Did he endorse Trump?
Well, he was at a rally where that was protesting. Him and Jill Stein was protesting against the Democrats and stuff. So yeah.
I think he endorsed. If I'm not mistaken, I know Kennedy endorsed them. He's still in the race, but he endorsed them. I thought I heard Cornel West was still in the race, but he endorsed.
He endorsed him, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trump, I think. Yeah. I think it. Oh, hello, beautiful queen.
What's going on, beautiful flower?
Oh,
she said hi.
Her pretty
the
skin.
Future.
That pretty skin.
The future, exactly. The future, boy. That's what we doing it for them, man. And I'm saying, like the younger generation, man, we got to teach them like a better way, and we got to I think we just need to just start over, teach the younger generation, like, look, what we doing is not working, y'all. We got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the Rothschild type of formula, what they did. The father, how he pretty much taught his sons about the banking system, and then once he died, he passed it on to them. They passed it on to theirs, and that's how it worked. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be like another generation to hit. For us to change it up. We can't keep doing what we're doing. It ain't working. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just like black people don't even go to church like they used to. That's like the black families don't have Sunday dinners anymore. So we got away from the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? We should have let the Democrats go. You got this political system, period, and just like vote in your best interest. That's the solution. Vote in your best interest, and you good. If whoever in your best interest you vote for, yeah. That's my.
If you don't have any interest, though, it makes it difficult. If you don't understand what's going on, we don't want to get involved in politics, but it controls our whole lives, everybody's lives. From finances to education to groceries, cost of living, everything. So we do have to get involved. We do have to be informed, and I really wish that people that are not and they're in their feelings, I wish you just really wouldn't vote. I really do, because it's just it's not. It's your right, but like, please be informed. Like, don't you want to make a decision that you feel good about? If I vote for whoever I vote for, if it don't work out, I still voted for this person, and this is why. Because at the time, this is what I believe, and it's okay to say that. If you feel like you want to vote for the murderous Clintons and all this stuff, if that's what you like murderers and pedophiles, then you do that, but say that. And make it make sense. D.L. Hughley disgusts me.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so disgusted by him. I'm so, I've been to jail too. I've been locked up, but she didn't lock you up. Like, you sound ignorant. You don't have a problem
him
with
Ricky Smiley. They're clown. Nobody don't like Plies.
It was Ricky. Yeah.
Like Plies, man. I'm so tired. Oh my, I ain't gonna say what I want to say. He one of them jokers you just want to, like, I can't. This dude's a goofy, man. And he be that damn goofy laugh. people, y'all like that serious. Like, this guy don't know nothing about politics. Like, he's just a washed up rapper. Really wasn't talented anyway. And now you're trying to get into politics. And I'm pretty sure the Dems throwing him a couple of dollars. They be throwing him a couple of dollars just to go out there and promote that crap. You know what I'm saying? Because they think the black community, the Democrats really think black people like the party, twerk, and all that other BS. You know what I'm saying?
They're not lying. They're not lying.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They're not.
God damn it.
They're not. So when back to when you say, you know, starting over again, we can't start over again, but we have to start somewhere. We can't keep saying, well, this has happened. That we have to start like right now. Period, point blank. Whatever happens with this election it's always been what happens. You know, we lost control years ago. You know, generations ago. Right now, we have to get to a point where we make up our mind what we do and what we don't want. And it's not a one person thing. If you're for abortion or not, for, you know, whatever rights, whatever. If you take away the parties, what do you stand for? You know, and we have to stand on that. We have to get back to communities and tribes. Okay, that's what we have to
I
get
gotta
back
drop,
to.
guys.
Okay, bro.
Hey, thank you so much for
Okay,
joining, King.
Right,
Make sure you all
good.
check out Broken Traditions on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribe to our brother.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Broken Tradition, y'all. All right. But yeah, you're right. We better wind it up. But listen, yeah, man. I mean, bottom line, we gotta. This is it. I mean, this whole reparation thing, this shows you right now. They thinking we're not gonna support it. We're gonna pull the bill away, and black people still gonna vote blue no matter who. That's their mentality. They just think they got enough black people that's gonna support this woman in the Democrats. But I think they're gonna have a rude awakening, boy. I'm telling you, like, yeah, this. I'm on TikTok. I'm looking at all the other platforms. Black people pissed about this, but all of us should be on.
But we're always mad though. We're always pissed about something. Let's get out of our emotions.
Yeah, we need
to stop it right now.
Like them Palestinians walking down protesting. That's what we need to be doing. I mean, I hate protesting, but for something like reparation, you need to do it. This is how we're gonna end it. Solutions, like we always talk about. Black people, if you're really serious about reparation, you'll build a super PAC. Some of y'all want to hear that because you're talking about money. Build a super PAC. Get you some candidates. I don't care if they white candidates. Whoever will support you, whoever will support your agenda, whoever will support, your agenda and whoever in your best interest. That's who you rock with. Because you see right now, our worst enemies are our own people. Remember, black people can be a part of white supremacy too. You ain't got to be white to be a part of white supremacy. You can be a tools of white supremacy. And that's what a lot of Congressional Black Caucus, and that's what all of them about. I land my plane.
I don't want to call it white supremacy anymore. I want to call it satanic supremacy. Because anybody can fit that description where you're trying to be hateful and devilish and just destructive. You know, that's what it is. Because we keep excluding certain people out of this game like they just couldn't. You know, I was so excited for Obama like that first time around. I'm looking like,
he fooled all of us.
with me. You know, but again, emotion. We have to get out of that. Emotions don't pay nobody's bills. They're not going to get you out of jail. They're not going to get you out of a situation or a jam. It's not.
Remember,
we
black
have
people
to think logically.
Black people are hope-driven people, man. That's just what it is about us. You know, some of us ain't gonna make it. You know the rules. It's just, I mean, I can't say that. I'm more about the youth of our people. Let's get our youth minds right and get some of these kids involved in politics so they can be us, supporting us and stuff. Nikki said spiritual warfare, all facts.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Maybe not. We're going to wrap it up, you all. Make sure you all like, share, and subscribe. But maybe not just politics. Maybe more so economics and finances and ethics and morals. I don't know if you all know this, but over in my husband was telling me this. Over in Japan, they don't when their children are in school, they don't test them. It's not about testing and testing out to succeed. They're more focused on teaching respect and ethics and morals and how to treat one another over testing. That's very important. It sounds lame. We do need to have education, but we have children that are going to school for 12 years and coming out and they can't damn read. And you can't do simple math, and you don't know where things are on the globe, So, is it beneficial? When we were talking about the Agenda 2025, 2024, whatever it is, and we're talking about taking away the educational system. Has it been beneficial? Has it worked for us? You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to change it. We don't have any skills, any talents that we can benefit off of outside of what they're giving us. We have to want better. That is the only way this is going to work. Each one,
time is running out.
One.
We don't have another 5-10 years, y'all. We don't. That's a fact. The brother from you know what? Hold on. Let me see. Before we get out of here, let me see. Can I find? Let me mute my mic. This is important. Hold on.
And why he's looking for that when he says, we don't have no more time. I'm telling you what we've been doing is going back and winding the clock back. Okay, that's what we've been doing. We've been out of time. We are on borrowed time. Okay, we are the Walking Dead right now because we are out of time. Who said? I think I heard Jaguar Wright say that. I'm living off of stolen time. I know she's not the only one, but I was listening to her the other day. I'm on stolen time. We're on stolen time. It's not even borrowed because you can't get it back. So if you're upset about something, like, just take a chill pill. Take a breath and stop being so pissed off because you're pissed off, but you're not making no moves. You're running your mouth, but you're not making no moves. We're just on here talking trash and pissed off. Let's be boots on the ground.
I got it. Hold on. All right, here we go.
I really want you guys to understand that time is running out. And a lot of Black people say that, but for real. Part of why the civil rights movement has been so successful, and part of why those who have come after in terms of our leadership have been able to maintain a presence, is that Black people have always had a certain amount of moral currency that we have been using. And let me be the first to tell you, that's used up. White America has been watching us act like fools for a long enough time where any sympathy they may have had to our plight is completely gone. You're approaching a country that, forget hating Black people and not hating Black people, they just don't care. You can be talking about affirmative action. I don't care. It literally is of no importance to me. I don't care about slavery. I don't care about segregation. I don't care about you. I don't care how many of you all go to jail. I don't care at all because I'm broke. You can't be the proud, noble fighter when every single time someone sees a person that looks like you on television, they're acting like a damn fool. How would they know? How would they know you're not a damn fool? Is he gonna talk to you? Yeah, right. This is what we're facing. Now, this was not a very motivational speech because I'm not a motivational speaker. I gotta be honest. No, wait. That don't matter to me. I'm a critic. That's what I do for a living. I'm not here to tell you you can do it because you know what? Maybe you just can't do it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I hope you can do it. I hope to God you can do it. You better do it. Because if you don't, will you suffer? Yeah. But your kids are gonna catch hell. You guys are it. Don't think about Jesse. Don't think about Al. They will not be there.
Facts. Yeah. And that's how you end it. That brother, that's the creator of Boondocks. Yeah, man. I agree with 100%. That's what I got to say.
There you go. There you go. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this up. I did start something the other day. Y'all know if y'all heard me talk on here before, I be busy. No excuse. I'm just gonna say what I gotta say. I did start doing a form the other day. I'm gonna put it on the UEOA website, and I want everybody to fill it out. It just something simple. Is the first one is a checklist as far as like policies that are important to you. Okay, I just want you to check off whatever policies, whether it's housing, Social Security, medic, whatever it is. And then after that, I want you to go back and actually fill out why those policies are important to you. I'm going to put it on social media platforms just to kind of remind you guys. But the point of that is to show you that you have to stand for something. A lot of us are upset about things. We're in our emotions, but we don't know what we stand for. We don't know what we want. We talk about reparations again. What do you want? If we did get something as a black community, and it just so happened to help other people, right? Like the civil rights movement, like everything else, what would that look like? Because that's where we're at right now. The argument where we say, it's only for us, and if it's not only for us, then F it. No, what do we want? Let's start there. Make our demand, make it known for yourself what that looks like. You might choose a different candidate after you figured all that out. But think about those things. What your future looks like, what tomorrow looks like. And let's go from there. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. We are the Good Morning from Africatown, Los Angeles morning radio show brought to you by the United Empires of Akibalan. We are B1 or none. Okay, B for beef, black for black, always. Let's go the extra mile. You got to drive a little further to support black business, pay a little more money to support black business. Do it, because they're giving you an easy way out where you don't have to. They don't want you to. So let's be boots on the ground and get it done. I'll land my plane. Anyone else have anything to say before we get out of here?
We good. Peace.
Peace,
Do your
love, and blessings to you all. Yeah, say it again, Quinn. Say it again.
Do your research on all the candidates.
Mm-hmm.
See what they stand for.
Facts.
Locally too.
Local politics matter, y'all. I know, believe me.
Yep. So let's get this work done. We love you all. Peace, love, and blessings. Until next time, you all subscribe so you can see when we're coming on next. We should be back on Tuesday. So make sure you tune in. We love you all. To life. Talk to you soon.